Welcome to the Pirate Broadcast, where we interview interesting people doing interesting things, where you can expand your connections, your community. Kindness is cool and smiles are free. And let's get this party started. And it's a beautiful day for the Pirate Broadcast, and we're going to be here talking about whatever we want to talk about. And I just love the fact that you're here, Mandy, and you know, we're back again. It's been a while. It's been a minute since we had a conversation. And for those that are just new or landing today into the Pirate Broadcast live stream, thank you. All the gratitude in the world. And if you're listening to this in the future, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all of the social shenanigans that allow us to be seen, heard, and talked about on occasion. So welcome. So thank you so much for being here, Mandy. How you doing?
Hey, y'all. How's it going?
So for those that don't know you, why don't you give us a snapshot of what you're doing and, you know, running like a boss, social media, and being a boss out there.
Yeah. So last time I sat down with Russ, I was in Hamilton, Ontario. And it was like mid-pandemic, yay. And I made a funny joke about straightening my hair and putting on a clean shirt for the interview. I did the same thing today because I'm still wearing pajamas because the pandemic's still not over. And I actually put a hat on too. So I own Relya-Voss social media. So we're an organic growth social media marketing agency, boutique agency. I am Canadian. And I currently live in Campbell River, British Columbia, which is on Vancouver Island. And I've got a team of...
That's a beautiful place to live.
It is. It's the most beautiful place on earth. Yeah. And I have a team of 5 who are spread out all in Canada. So nice. I don't know who is watching, but I'm going to say hi, Bettina. Hi, Emrys. Hi, Madison. Hi, Kim. And hi, Emily.
Yeah, jump on. Ask some questions.
I love you guys.
That is so awesome. I just love the fact that we were talking before the show and, you know, you moved across the country, running a business. You know, the fact that we can actually be here, you're in Campbell River, I'm in Arizona, and we're broadcasting and live streaming here. And it's amazing time that we live in, and media, marketing, all these changes have taken place. And I was talking to somebody yesterday about social media in general. And I know the landscape's changed since we probably both got involved in social media and it started.
Oh yeah.
And what do you tell clients that tell you, or you might have a conversation with somebody that says, yeah, my clients aren't on social media. My business isn't really, we don't do a lot with social media. What's your reaction?
Oh, you know, I'm not going to say that cannot be true. It really, really depends. But, I mean, look at what happened during COVID, right? Like, you know, that Friends meme, and they're doing the couch, and Ross is yelling, pivot, pivot, pivot. That's exactly what everyone had to do. Like, we all had to get online and make our services available to people virtually because we didn't have that face-to-face. So I think that we found that a lot of businesses that didn't think they needed social media or online really just determined that, like, oh my gosh, I can pivot this and I can offer it online and I can offer a non-face-to-face and my business can thrive during this. You'd be surprised how many of your clients or potential customers or whatever are online and using social, even if you don't think they are.
Yeah. Well,
it's my job to find them.
Exactly. The reality is that you may not necessarily have a huge presence. However, a lot of people that are on social media, when they're doing business with somebody or investigating or doing some research, they'll check out and they'll look for you on social media. And if you don't show up, what does that say? I mean, that says something, right?
So we have a few clients, and like every once in a while they'll send us a link, be like, oh, this is one of our competitors. And then we, go to the website, we check out the social media, and there's like nothing there. Uh-huh. I'm like, well, are they really a competitor when they have absolutely no online presence and their price point is different and we don't know how big their membership is or, whatever.
Mhm.
Everyone looks on social media. Like, so when I moved here, the first thing I did is I looked up all the services that I use. So like my eyebrows and my facials and like tailoring and anything that I used, back home. I
Mhm.
looked up here and I went to Instagram to find it. Now that could be because I'm in social media, but what I did is I would DM the business that I wanted to like try. Be like, hi, I'm new to the city and, I'm looking for a new hairdresser or a new Botox woman or whatever. And if they don't respond, I'm just like in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, like I don't want to give you my business because you're not, doing social media right. Because if I'm DMing you asking to give you money, you
Yeah.
should be responding to me and just at least being like, use my booking link or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's so funny. I've actually done entire projects over DM and Instagram.
there you go. There you go. We signed a new client and she has a massive account and everyone knows who she is. And she posted that she is working with us. And because of one story post on her account that tagged us, we had 3 DMs on Instagram being like, we want to work with you because you're working with this person. And that's not traditionally how I've done it. Like I always email and book like a face-to-face. But like these people are DMing our Instagram account, which is run by all 5 of us. And like, we want to work with you. And I'm like, okay, so here we go. Like, let's get into those DMs more. Like we do that for our clients. We don't really do that for us. It's kind of like you do what you need to do for everyone else. And you're the last one to benefit from your skill.
The plumber's sink always leaks, right?
Yeah. Oh, I haven't heard that before. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
It's just amazing to me to hear that. And it was the same message that I heard when people saying, well, I don't really need a website because I'm not really online. My business isn't online. It's like, yeah, your business isn't online, but it's another tool. It's another piece of real estate. It's another place that you can actually advertise, and it's cost effective and it works. And if you interact and engage with your community and your clients, they're more apt to stay on board and do work with you and continue to pursue you when they need help. So it's a simple equation.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
I really I want to, since we're talking about Instagram a little bit in the DMs, what's your thoughts about doing more video? They're not Instagram's projecting that they're no longer just a simple Photoshop site, and they're doing more video all the time. So any thoughts on that?
Yeah. All the platforms are optimizing for video. Instagram is feeding off of TikTok a little bit in the, I'm competing with Reels, and then there's still the IGTV. Videos do perform quite well on Instagram. You have to make sure that you're doing all of the things correctly, though. Like you're wanting to like close caption your videos to be inclusive, the proper hashtags, and what we're finding. So like, I'm not a TikTok user. I'm a TikTok content consumer. I'll scroll every once in a while, but like I don't, whatever. I say I'm too old, but there's definitely some like really cool like older people on there. I'm like, yeah, like you get it. But anyway, it's not something that I use. So my team informs me of what's going on, and I've been told that what's cool on TikTok today, so as far as like the audio and the trends, will appear on Instagram like a week later. So if you're looking for ideas to make your Instagram reels pop, check out TikTok, and then release it like a week later on Instagram. And then another thing that's really important to remember for Instagram, and this has been for like I think a few months now, they're devaluing content that has that TikTok branding. So there are tools you can use to take that TikTok brand off, and make sure you're doing that if you're reposting your Instagram, your TikTok to Instagram Reels.
Your audio, the challenge you had with your audio, you thought?
Is it happening?
It's happening.
Oh, Everest just messaged me and was like, your audio sounds like a robot. Okay, so
well, it's kind of fuzzy a little bit, so I don't know if you can.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. Yeah, I think my Yeti is dying.
Poor Yeti.
Is that better?
That is better.
Oh, now I can't hear you. Okay, 1 second. Audio.
While she's doing that, I just want to thank everybody. Look at here in the room. We got a few people here. Nelson, Copper
there you
Capital
go.
follow. Gabe is in the room. Good morning, Pirates. Amanda is awesome. Yes, Gabe. What's happening?
How we met. So I went on Gabe's show live, and then Russ came on to Gabe's show live. Was like, I want to book her, and that was how we all met. So
the circle of life. Yeah, Elise in from South Africa. Good morning. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Wishing you the best. Louise from LA. Good morning, Amanda and Russ.
Yo, what's up,
From
LA?
gloomy Los Angeles. Ken from Malta, all the way from Malta. That should be on. That's on my list. I'm going to go visit Ken one day.
Where's Malta?
Off the coast of Italy.
Oh, yes, please. Yes, please.
And where else we got?
Emrys, so he's in Kingston. That's my employee.
Awesome.
Yes.
Emrys, welcome. A new pirate community. JD, hi, Pirates. And then the Sarathi's here. Hi, Russ and Amanda, Pirate Network. Absolutely. Emrys says, that's the first thing I do when shopping for products and services. I check their social. It works.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
I'm a vintage guy. You know, I've been around for a while. I was analog originally, you know. I did outdoor advertising. Emrys says, so true. From a social media standpoint, there really aren't competitors. The pie is big enough. I had this conversation yesterday. There is enough pie to go around. You don't have to worry about competition. We're in an environment where it doesn't matter. Thomas says, great points. He also says, would love to partner with you at instareal.ai. So he's got something going on there.
All right.
Check it out. Send
me either a DM on Instagram or connect on LinkedIn. And
what's your handle? Let's advertise
at Mandy Relya-Voss, like full name spelled out. So instead of Amanda, though, Mandy with an I.
Okay. And
Russ
it's
John. All nature photos.
Russ John.
All nature.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah. Yours is, it's just our names. It's just our names.
What is a live stream without a little audio issue?
Gabe knows what's up.
What's
so true.
Up, Gabe? True story. Love me some pirates. Wendy, thank you. Your breath fresh air every day. Thank you so much. But we have so many opportunities, Mandy, that we can actually reach out to people in a unique, different way. And, you know, I'm a huge fan of relationships and building relationships. And ultimately, you know, when you get to a certain threshold, you have to start, you know, kind of putting things out there that you can't have a one-on-one conversation with everyone, but you still have to be able to produce content. And I love producing content, so I put it out there anyway. And I've noticed where over time, the numbers don't always increase as you would expect. And it takes a lot of time. Like live streaming isn't necessarily, you know, it's a long game. It's not necessarily, you know, you get one viral video and all of a sudden you're famous. So any strategies you're working on for your clients or anything using video?
Yeah. So we have a client and we're working actually with another agency so that the other agency is doing LinkedIn. And what they're finding that's performing really well on LinkedIn right now is snackable content, like high value content. So not anything more than like a minute. And that gets a point across really quick. We're using Reels heavily for clients right now. So here's a great freebie tip for everyone watching. So you know how everyone's like, oh, I don't know what to do on Reels and I don't want to dance and whatever is going on TikTok. So what we do for our clients is we actually write a list of bullet points about 10 or 15 different things. and we say, okay, and each bullet point is a subject, right?
Yeah.
That we know that they can talk about for a while. Like they can just go on and on and on and on. So what we say is you've got 45 seconds or whatever. I think reels are up to a minute now on Instagram, if some accounts. You have 45 seconds to talk about this subject and then do them all back to back. So then they'll sit there and they'll get their camera all set up or whatever, right? And it's going to be this way. And then they'll have their outfit on and they'll press record. And then they set a timer. They start their timer and they have 1 minute and they talk about each subject, but they film it all as one. And then we say, like, change your t-shirt in the middle so you're not wearing the same thing the whole time. And then what we can do is, what you've just done is created 15 pieces of content specifically for reels that can be repurposed on other platforms. But you just send us one file and we do the editing and we put like the cover page and the end page on with the branding and whatnot. Right. That's a really easy way to get a bunch of content with one filming session. Filming session.
Yeah. I love the idea of riffing on a quote or an idea or a concept, because I was doing three reels back to back and posting them right back to back. It's like, hey, in the next reel, concept, just go through. But I don't take the time. I just riff on it and run. And so I don't take the time to put all the things on it, which I should. The
branding.
Yeah, the branding.
So like having a cover page, if you're gonna put so I keep hyper focusing on Instagram, but it's just my favorite one. So if you're gonna put it on Reels and have it show up in your feed, the reason we put that cover page on is so that someone scrolling the feed, they have like the title of the video will like have it as words overlaying the image, right? Instead of just like some dude's face being like mid talk, right? It's like, this is what this is about, and it
like
might,
an old guy with a beard.
Them to click on. No. So we also like sometimes have to splice through videos and find like a single frame to use as a cover image, and I'm all scrolling. I'm like, when is this person gonna smile? And they're like, and then finally I get one, and they're like. And like that's like the best I can get, right? Because I want it to be good, but like sometimes it's not perfect. So that's why we do that cut. We do a cover image on it always, just to give some insight on what that post is about. The 3-parter that you mentioned is actually a pretty cool idea. The only problem is with that bite-sized content, and when they're like scrolling, the chances of them finding, say, video 2 in the series and then navigating back to your page to watch either 1 or 3 is pretty slim. So you try to make sure the value is given inside that single piece of content. Yeah. Because even on even on TikTok, there'll be what's it called, stitching or whatever. This is so bad that I don't know this, where they have the 2 videos side by side and one person's answering the other video, and then you don't really know what the other video, like you see it, or like that video is a stitch on another video, and I'm trying to figure out what the original video is to see what they're commenting on, and I get lost, and then I'm just like, nah, I can't do this. Like, it needs to be like in front of me. But that just could be because I'm like not patient or older, or I don't know. I just like, here's the content that I'm serving you, watch it. And that's all you need to do. You don't need to go anywhere else or click on anything or go searching for stuff. Yeah.
The point that I'm making, though, is that there's a lot of thought and there's a lot of time that goes into creating really, really amazing content. And for some people that think, oh, I just, it doesn't take that much time. It's not that big a deal. I don't need to be on social. I just want to re-emphasize the fact that there is value, there is content that you can use for your business, and there are things that you can grab your audience attention and also engage and start a conversation. Just like we were talking about with the DMs. I've done entire contracts and had entire relationships. I've never met a person, maybe not even talked to them on the phone. And
I have lots of those.
Everything has been in Instagram DMs. So don't underestimate the power of social media. So that's my story.
Oh, do you know Martin? Wanted to pass by and show I guess probably my love to LinkedIn's greatest connector. Hi, Amanda.
He wanted to pass by my LinkedIn's greatest connector. Yes, thank you, Martin. I love it. Thank you so much. Hi, Amanda. There you go.
Hi,
Martin, meet Amanda. So
Last time I did this show, like I signed off and my LinkedIn was like ding, 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 ding with like all the connections. And I was like, okay, like, hey, what's up, guys? I had to like send a bunch of DMs or like whatever messages like immediately. Oh, like great to see you on the show. I'm like, thanks for adding me. It was so fun. Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. You know, and I'm, like I said, I was coming up on 500 episodes soon, and it's going to be, you know, I have to think of something really cool. And then I'm probably going to I might take some time off. I'm just going to say, I might take some time off. It's been back to back 5 days a week for a while now. So kind of crazy. Martin says, social media presence and proper utilization of it is essential.
Essential. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree with you. And that's why my company exists. Thank you, Ken.
Yes. Great stuff as usual. And becoming increasingly more so. Absolutely. So what's your second favorite platform?
I guess I'm gonna have to go with LinkedIn. Okay. It's gaining popularity. The organic reach is far superior to the other platforms. And then the simple ability to like expand your network by literally adding people. Like you can't add people manually to Facebook and you can't add people manually to Instagram, but you can search out who you're looking for and be like, hey, let's connect and have a direct line to them without having to slide into the DMs or what have you, right? And then it's also, there's a huge shift from like business to like, hey, I'm a human being. Here's my dog. Here's my kid's birthday party. You know, just putting out all kinds of content on LinkedIn. And it's a pretty powerful search engine also. So if you're like hashtagging properly, your content has huge legs. And then a little trick is if you're doing branded hashtags on LinkedIn, one thing you can do with your CTA when you're doing your posts is ask them to follow the hashtag. So if we're hashtagging Relya-Voss on all of our content and those people aren't following the page or following my personal profile, they can follow the Relya-Voss hashtag. And then when we're hashtagging that, it'll serve the content to them. So if you're trying to like get that branded hashtag off the ground, ask them, hey, do you like this content? Please follow the hashtag Pirate Broadcast, right?
Hashtag Pirate Broadcast. Follow that.
TM.
It works. It works. I mean, you do a search on hashtag Pirate Broadcast. I show up. I do show up.
Yep. Yeah, you do. That's because you're good.
So Martin says, Russ Johns, we'd be so miss you, but by all means, do not neglect you. You need to be you at your top, and so do we. Absolutely. Ken says, so you're in Vancouver. Are you at Leafs fan or not?
Hilarious, man. Absolutely not. I'm from Kingston, Ontario, but I'm a Sens fan. I don't want to hear it. I know I didn't even pay attention to hockey this year. I'm always going to be a Sens fan. I know their team is pretty shitty. But you know, whatever. I can't just like flip flop around from team to team. To be honest with you, I'm not really a big sports fan. But I mean, like if you're gonna ask me straight up, I'm Sens. I've got a Sens blanket on the couch right now.
Deal.
Oh no, he says. Oh my goodness. I'm aware. Hey, you know what? The Leafs are never going to win because they never have to, because you guys are so diehard fans that they just are going to make money no matter how much they lose. Other teams actually have to like try.
You're one of the things
from me. The dings for the DM saying connection request. I think he's talking about.
Too funny. This is the beauty of where we are right now, and the history is just amazing that we can connect and we can actually be back and forth. And the reality is that people out there in the world that are just like us, you just have to start. Just get started, learn a platform, learn about what it does and how it works for you and how you want to show up, and just pick up a phone or a micro, anything that you have, and get started. It's really about getting started and just staying at it. So
So I'm gonna share something really, really cool. So I've had this friend for a really, really, really long time. She's always been really artistic. She's had a few different jobs. The pandemic was not kind to her, and I don't think she was working for most of it. But she's always done a lot of art. And she messages me, I think this is like three or 4 weeks ago now, and she's like, I've been listen to this, remodeling the dollhouse my grandfather made for me when I was young.
Wow.
And I am having the most fun. This is so therapeutic. It's helping all of my, mental issues. My mental health is better. Like, I'm just into this. So you know what she's done? So she found this hobby just to, help her, just level out after all of the, the trauma of the past year that everyone's experienced. And she started a business making mini furniture and things for doll houses because she really likes doing it. And she's got a TikTok and she's got an Instagram and she's got a Facebook page. And she's already has a display at a local art gallery because of how good she is. Like, she put up photos of the before and after of the dollhouse, and people were like, oh my God, you're remodeling your house. She's like, that's a dollhouse. Like, that's how realistic these mini things are. So it just goes to show, like, it doesn't matter what you're into. You can do something with it if you're passionate about it. Like, she makes like fruit, like this big. I don't know how. My finger probably can't even hold it. It's the coolest thing. It's called Dee's Tiny Things, is like her, and it's brand new. Like, she just started. Wow. But like, that's a great example. If she reached out, she's like, Mandy, I think I'm gonna open my own business. I'm like, yeah, girl, what is it? She's like, I'm making mini stuff for doll houses. I'm like, all right, girl, you go for that. And she's good.
That's fantastic.
And that's a product of, the last year, and being like, okay, I need something to like keep my mind busy because I'm, stressing about being in turmoil for like, the length of time that we all have been.
Right.
If anyone says they're okay right now, they're straight up lying. Like, it's been so long. And like, I traveled to see my boyfriend, who's in the States, and I did everything right. And I came back, and I'm on day 13 of a 14-day isolation period right now because I got the wrong re-entry test, a test that the United States is now actually not even offering because of false positive. I'm negative. I'm double vaxxed, and I have 3 negative tests, and I'm waiting for my 4th. And the Canadian government's like, stay home.
Canada was
stay in
really
your apartment.
locked down
Don't
for a
even
while.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with the air travel, I wasn't supposed to be in this situation. But like, I'm done with it. Like, I'm done with COVID. I'm done. I'm so tired of it. I can't listen to it one more time. Like, and like, just go away. Go away. Now it's like, oh, there's a new variant.
I'm going to take a nap now, and when I wake up, it will be gone.
That's it. Well, I made that joke on our last interview. Like, I'd been in pajamas for 3 months, and I actually changed my shirt to come on the interview. And this morning, I made my coffee, and I'm wearing like my pajamas. I'm like, well, I guess I better go put on a nice shirt and my hat for this interview. And it's over a year later, and I'm still in the same, and I've moved across the country, and it's still the same. Right? Like, other than the fact that I can go and adventure outside by myself because I'm not interacting with other humans. Like, backpacking and hiking is a great activity for COVID.
And you live in the most amazing place to do all of that. So, yeah. Go get grounded in the forest, everyone.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do it.
Ken says, adapt and pivot.
Pivot. Yeah.
Yes.
Pivot.
Martin says, Phil Cartmel, nowhere better than right here, in my humble opinion. Okay. I'm not sure.
Oh, they're talking to each other in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
Phil was like, where would be a good place online to start marketing your services? And then right here was Martin's answer. So, Phil, I'll answer that.
Okay.
It depends on your services. So, where is your target market? Who are you selling to? And then what platform are they on the large majority? So figure out, like, make that avatar document. Who is the person you're selling to? Get as detailed as possible. If it's a 32-year-old businesswoman with one dog and a Jeep who likes the outdoors and I'm your target market, I'm going to be on X platform, right? Or if it's someone like Russ, what platform does he spend the most time on? Start there. It doesn't mean you can't expand after, but just start there. Get that avatar.
Focusing on an avatar does not mean you exclude others. It just means that you have a conversation. It helps in your messaging. So
yeah. Well, like I use this example a lot. My mother is 68 and she's outdoorsy or whatever, and she bought a Honda Fit. Yeah, right. And like the way that they marketed the Honda Fit is literally to my mother, like on point. Like that is like, here's the car for you. And it does all the, like, she's got 2 kayaks on the top. The cargo space is ridiculous. The seat comes out. She can put our bird cages in it.
Yeah.
Like it is literally like that. Like if you're on point with your targeting, that is what happens. And there's a lot of women like my mother. It's not just, but you know, like the whole, like the older female, like single female, outdoorsy, right? Yeah. I
love it. Well, Ken says, he said, pajama makers should have made a killing. Martin says.
For the staying at home.
Love it. Would you agree that it's still majority of screen time is still on Facebook?
I don't think so. I think that we're splitting. Like it depends on where you are. Or where your target is. I spend so little time on Facebook. Like I check my client stuff and then I go off, and like it's to the point where my mother will be like, "Did you see my Facebook post from 3 days ago?" And I'm like, "Oh, Mom, like I haven't even been on Facebook. Like I'm on Instagram and nothing." There, you know, people, I think the older age group is the large majority on Facebook right now. If they haven't gone to TikTok and like got 2 million followers with their interesting weird shit. There are some like, you know, older, like, and like I love their stuff. I'm like, yo, you guys are like, all the stuff that's served to me on TikTok is like over 50-year-olds is served to me pretty much. I don't know why the algorithm is doing that to me, but I don't know if Facebook is the number one screen time. I don't know which one is. It's probably Instagram or TikTok. It could still be Facebook though. I haven't looked up that data in quite a while. You know, we're really focusing on like, okay, what's going to best serve our clients, and if we're doing all of the different networks, what will perform best on each of the networks for that client, right? Architecture, engineering, and construction. Are you a firm, or are you working for a firm?
Are you looking to connect with architectural, engineering, and construction companies, or are you looking to?
No, that's the industry he's in. I said it depends on your industry. So I'm going to say, without knowing anything else, LinkedIn's going to be your best bet.
Yeah.
I don't really think Instagram's a fit. TikTok, I don't know how. Maybe there's a cool engineering account. I don't know. Construction. There's some funny construction people on Instagram.
Yeah.
There's this, but I think that, yes, I am a company. Yeah, I think that it would probably be LinkedIn. And then you're going to be strategically connecting with like the decision makers that you need as far as like getting those contracts.
And there's
lead gen strategies that you can use. Send me a message.
Yeah, there are some lead gen strategies you can use on LinkedIn, but Samantha says, Jordan, the ex-Seahawk, just released a book called Pivot to Win, and it's about how when life throws you a curveball, you learn to pivot, change direction, and keep going may actually lead you to much greater things. Absolutely. Just like your friend making mini furniture and from a stress release to a business.
100%.
100%. Yeah,
I'm going to send her this.
Barnyard is interesting. Yes. Yes, I am a company. Ken says, I have been told from a reliable source that Facebook is still a number one, and by a fair margin, believe it or not, I stand to be corrected.
Okay, no, if that's what you've been told by a source, then that's 100. Like, I haven't looked up the numbers in so long, I don't know for sure.
I'm a huge fan of LinkedIn, so I spend more time on LinkedIn than I do on Facebook, but that's just me.
I spend more time on LinkedIn probably for clients, but I like, as far as our business, I'm like not even, so I've really transitioned into the CEO role. So like my staff does most of it, and I'm on there to provide support, to give, if they're stuck on something, I help them, and I'm doing the management side of it. Yeah. Like, it's to the point now where content will come out on the Relya-Voss channels, and I'm scrolling. I'm like, oh, this is a great piece of content. I'm like, oh, this is for my company. Ha 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 ha. And I get all excited. I'm like, I didn't even write this, and I had nothing to do with it. That's
a great feeling. That's a great feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here today. I know that we're over time, and I just I know we could chat about this for the rest of the afternoon, but I want to make sure that people can connect with you. So IG is the place to go. LinkedIn. Yeah.
Instagram or LinkedIn. I am on LinkedIn a fair amount, and if you send me a connection request, I will respond, because I get the emails letting me know that people have requested. So those two are great. I also have Facebook. I also have Twitter. I think I have Pinterest. I have a TikTok, but there's no content on it. I just like people's videos.
Yeah.
Look up Mandy Relya-Voss on all of them. I think LinkedIn's Amanda, though. I've got to decide which one I want to use and stick to one, because some people are like, Mandy's more fun. And it's like, Mandy's not professional, but whatever.
Sometimes it, getting the real estate is the most important thing, and that's what you have to end up with. But
yeah,
it's like on Twitter, I couldn't get. There's a guy on there that posted 3 times 10 years ago or something like that. It's like Russ Johns. It's like, come on, man. I want my name.
Give me my name back. Give me my name back. The great thing about my name is that I'm the only one. Like, if you Google Relya-Voss, there's literally none of it, because it's 2 hyphenated names, and there's no way that those 2 names are together anywhere else. It'll be a problem.
Mine is not that case.
I'll end up being like, like the maiden name, and that, or like the URLs will include the maiden name, but then the actual display name will be like the married name and then like the maiden name after, so that I don't have to like switch everything, because Relya-Voss, like, no one else has that name, so I'll just keep it as like the name. URL, and then it'll be like,
I love it. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and the Pirates here, and having conversations about social media and all the things. Catch us up on what you're doing, and
thanks
welcome to
back.
Vancouver, BC, and the west coast of Canada. So it's like Campbell River is a beautiful place. So I love it.
It is, and I can't wait to get off isolation and go back outside on Friday.
Yes. So. Good luck. Keep us posted. Keep us updated. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. And thank you so much for supporting the pirate crew, the Pirate Nation. And it's all because, well, kindness is cool. Smiles are free. So you enjoy the day. Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining the Pirate Broadcast. If you found this content valuable, please like, comment, and share it across your social media channels. I would love the opportunity to help others grow in their business. The Pirate Syndicate is a platform where you show up, we produce the show. It's that easy. If you want to be seen, be heard, and be talked about, join the Pirate Syndicate today.